What's up, everyone? It's another video. A little bit of a psychology video today. We ended off Friday with a loss. Um, yeah, it's been tough, but I've been back testing this week, and we're going to be doing that for the rest of this week. I'm going to be playing around a little bit with my strategy because I've noticed it's been taking me a little bit too long to get where I want to be. And I know I shouldn't be putting a timeline to things, but it comes to a point where, like, I'm not even in profit for weeks on end because my strategy is so nitpicky and I'm missing out on solid opportunities to take trades. So I'm reevaluating what I'm doing and what I could do better. So that's the trading aspect. But I just want to make a quick video and pop on here and talk about the importance of knowing your worth. Um, it's it's an emotional roller coaster when you're trading, but if you get down on yourself so much that it's starting to affect how you carry your life, that's when you know you should probably be taking a step back and be saying to yourself, okay, look, I notice I'm being emotional. I notice that, I'm getting scared to do things. I notice that I'm taking out my anger and the feelings on other people. That's when you need to take a step away from trading. And I personally notice that I've been very emotional when I lose. I get very emotional when I feel like everything I'm doing, all this effort is just going to waste. But you have to keep telling yourself, look, I know a valuable financial skill that can set me apart from everyone else my age, that can help my family pay off their debts, that can allow me to start a family with no financial burdens and pay off my school and do all these amazing things that you've always dreamed of doing. You can do everything you put your mind to. Failure is genuinely a mindset. It genuinely is. Because if you never stop trying to do something, how can you say you failed? How can you say you failed? Because you literally have never given up. You continued to do what you were supposed to do. You kept showing up, win or lose. But regardless, you need to understand what you're worth. You need to understand what you know. You know everything there is to know. If you've been trading for at least a year and you've done the entire TGR bootcamp, maybe some ICT or trading transformation, been in the market for a couple months, you have nothing else to learn in terms of concepts. You know it all. The only thing you have to learn is real market experience. And with real market experience, you're going to experience losses. It's bound to happen. But it's how you react off of those losses that define you as a human being, as a man, as an individual. For me personally, I've been a bitch. I'll admit it. I've been an emotional bitch. I let trading get to me, and I take it out on my loved ones. I take it out on my friends, and I carry these emotions into whatever I'm doing, whether it be school or sports or anything. I let it get the best of me. I let failure take control and define me, but that's not how it should be. You're a fucking man. You gotta be a man. Understand your worth. Understand your purpose and your duties by God. You have to continue showing up day in and day out. Be emotionless in the markets. Take your profits and do the shit you're supposed to do. Do the shit you're supposed to do. If you're doing those things and you're executing flawlessly, you're not gonna fucking fail. You're not gonna fail. If you looked at my last YouTube video or my last TikTok, I talked about the importance of finding a group of trading people. Finding a group of traders, right? I found a trader whose back is against the wall and he is going to graduate pretty soon and he feels like he's running out of time. You are young. You are young. You're a young kid. You have a lot of time in front of you. So take advantage of this youth. Take advantage of this time and put in the fucking effort. If you just give up right now and then in 15 years from now you look back and see all these people that stuck with it and see where they're at and compare it to your life, you're going to be so fucking miserable. You're going to see all those kids that were at the same timeline you were, but you dropped off. You guys are all going like this. They're all heading up the ladder, right? We're all going up. But you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna start going down. Where's this other person going? They're still going up. They're still going up. Even if they lose for the day, they're still going up because they're learning. That person who dropped off lost all self-respect for himself, doesn't know his worth, doesn't know his skill, doesn't doesn't know his duty as a man, as a trader, as a human being. There's this book, it's called The Power of Now. I have it sitting right here, by Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You could be a fucking billionaire and still be lonely. You could be poor as shit but have a family who loves you, and you could be rich. It's the truth. But what you do with your time defines you as a human being. If you're not where you want to be, put in the time to get where you want to be. I know this is going to sound super fucking cringy and corny, but Andrew Tate says it himself. The world is very giving. He's never seen a man that didn't put in the effort and didn't get what he wanted. I could want a Ferrari. I could want a fucking Lamborghini, right? You might say, oh, that's not fucking possible. You can't do that. How do you know that? How do you know that? You don't know that. You let this negativity strip you, take control over you. You have to know your self-worth. You have to know your self-worth, because if you don't, then you're nothing. Then you're nothing. You'll just live a life going through the motions. You'll live a life of regret and sorrow and pathetic fucking solitude. You have to know your duties as a trader. Your duties are to get in the market, find your strategy, execute properly, and exit. It's not that fucking hard. And you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a lot. This past week, I almost feels like I have failed every day. Every day. It literally, even when I win, I don't feel like happy. Like, I feel like, why am I taking that trade? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I didn't know my self-worth. It's the truth. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't know my self-worth. I completely turned away from everything that I am and everything that I want to be. Because I'm selfish, I'm greedy, I'm fearful, and I have no control. And not having the self-control, the self-awareness to see these errors and see these mistakes that I'm making, I'm going to continue down a path that isn't where I want to be. I need to do better at not getting so emotional with this shit, because when you get emotional with trading, it affects everything you fucking do. Everything you do. Going to work, spending time with family, spending time with loved ones, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever, it doesn't matter. You turn miserable, you're upset, you have this energy that's built up inside of you, you got a lot on your mind, and you feel like you're alone. And I said it so many times that trading is an individual thing, so it's important to find a group of people to talk about this with. But it's even more important to identify it yourself. You need to be more self-aware. Understand the emotions you're feeling and how you can act accordingly. Right now, I am not being a man. I'm being a little fucking boy, a little ass bitch. I need to turn this shit around. Because this is fucking pathetic. This is fucking pathetic. I need to do a better job at knowing my self-worth, and I'm saying this to you as well, because if you're struggling with this shit, you need to understand it as well. Whether it be trading or fucking drop shipping or whatever financial skill you're trying to learn and trying to understand, you need to be self-aware with your emotions while doing it. If you start to notice yourself feeling a certain way, you need to be able to balance it out and understand how to act. Because if you keep acting the way you're acting, you're gonna end up giving up. You can't give up. You know a valuable skill. You're worth it. You've put in the time already. You've put in effort. You're so far into this shit. You cannot just back out now. You can't back out. You literally cannot back out. You cannot give up. You are not doing your family justice by doing that. You're not doing yourself justice by doing that. You deserve to see the person you can become. You deserve to see it. You deserve to see where this skill can take you, the places you can see, the things you can get, the people you can take care of. You deserve to see it. By getting emotional in the process of this, you're stripping that opportunity out of your body. You're stripping it. You're ridding it from yourself. So, eliminate this shit. Be a fucking man. Grow up. Grow a fucking pair of balls and understand that you know a valuable financial skill, you know your self-worth, and you know what you can do moving forward. Be self-aware with your emotions, understand how you're feeling, and act fucking accordingly, because if not, you're going to enter the markets like a pathetic bitch who's greedy, sorry, and fearful. You're going to treat your relationships like shit, and you're going to carry yourself as a shadow of who you really are. A mellow, shallow fucking bitch. A bitch. So, purpose of this is to show you that self-worth is a huge, huge, huge aspect when it comes to trading and it comes to being a man and comes to being a human being in this world. You need to understand what you're worth and understand how you can do better. So let this serve as a reminder that you're not alone. You know, everyone experiences this shit. You know, it's called growth, you know. No one's perfect. I've said it again and again and again, and I will never stop saying it. 99% of traders fail because they give up. They let their emotions get to them. They let fear get to them. They let all this negativity get to them, and they fail. You have to control the controllables. I've been told this by my family. I've been told this by coaches. I've told this by friends. You need to take care of the things you can take care of, and that's your attitude and your performance. You can't control the markets. They don't give a fuck about you, bro. There's hedge fund managers who are going to do whatever the fuck they want to get money in their pocket. But what you can control is how you're executing in that market to trade alongside of them. What you can control is your mindset and your attitude when you enter the markets. What you can control is how you act and how you feel after you're done trading. Tell yourself, if win or lose, you know, I did my best, I executed, I followed my strategy. That's all that matters. Close your laptop, you're done for the day. That's it. So that'll be all for today, guys. I'm going to be doing a lot of back testing, probably for the rest of the day. Checking out this new model that I was introduced by some kid at a ceremony. I was literally kind of bumped into him randomly, and yeah, I'm going to go take a look at it, make these adjustments. We're going to be fucking back at it on Monday. It's a new week. Let's get after this shit. Come on. It's all good.